G'day there, podcaster, and welcome to Show and Tell.
Yeah, Belle's up today. What do you got?
Yes, I thought we'd take a trip down memory lane today. I realised that there was a stat that came out that said Australians are the worst at hoarding old technology. And yes, that is absolutely me. So
Belle, you're so bad at hoarding old technology, you hoard my old technology.
Correct.
Every time I get a new
You
iPhone,
might
I
recognise one of these.
give it to Belle.
Oh, no.
So I went home to my childhood home and my bedroom, and I got all my old phones and iPods because they're actually very cute, and I did charge them to look through them as part of this. But on the way from the office to here, I just broke the screen.
As in you dropped
of
it?
the iPod. No, I just gripped it and it cracked.
Oh, really? So it's just like really
It's been charging in the office, and I was like, we can go through it. And then as I picked it up, it went. And I was like,
Start a
Anyway,
fire or something.
so we've got some of my old
Can we pass them
iPhones.
around? Pass
yeah,
them
you
around?
can pass them around.
So what's this one?
We're
That
starting.
one's
We're
six?
starting with newer. So yeah, that's just
That's
an
genuinely,
iPhone.
Belle, that first one is a bin job.
So
like
this
the
is-
screen's
Okay,
hanging off of
rude.
it.
The battery has
expanded.
expanded.
That's a ticking time bomb, that
That's
one.
going to leak in the
yeah,
room.
I don't
I don't want to touch that.
This is a 5, I believe.
Yeah, you can leave that one. That one's pretty boring.
But that just-
this is the old school 4.
4,
I
yeah.
think.
That was when they first redesigned it, I believe.
Yes, and it's all like nice and small.
Is that one mine? That one of my old ones?
It might be. Yes.
I like an
The
iPhone
black
4.
one.
I reckon
Wanna have
that
a
was
look at
my
that?
old one at
Yeah.
some point.
This is my first ever iPhone, the 3G, with an Angry Boys sticker on
Oh,
the
wow.
back.
That
Hell
aged
yeah.
really well.
Which
I-
was yeah,
I'm holding the 4 in my hand now. I would go back to a phone this size.
totally. Isn't it good?
It also would stop you from looking at stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
But
you know
it's
what I
still,
mean?
it's still good enough that you could clearly watch videos if you needed to.
Yeah, send a quick
messages.
text.
You do what you need to do on that.
I reckon it will get smaller again at some point.
Yeah.
Before that 3G, which you're holding, I had my lovely Samsung slider,
I love a slide phone.
which on the back has a little octopus pirate sticker on it.
Yeah,
I keep seeing,
Pirates would have been Pirates of the Caribbean would have been a thing
Yeah.
at the point.
I keep
Yeah.
seeing articles about how dumb phones are coming back.
Yeah.
Now, I think a battery
I-
did leak in the box that I had these phones in. So, FYI, they're a little bit sticky. They got some stuff.
Sticky.
I hope it's
but-
the battery.
Covered in lithium.
That is my
Oh,
Motorola.
hello, Moto.
flip phone.
No,
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
isn't
whatever
a
that one. It had the
Razr.
blue lines
not.
on the
No,
front.
so this is a different one than a Razr. The Razr was a bit thinner than this.
Oh, that's the
There was one
Telstra.
The pink one and
Yeah.
Is it the Telstra variant?
Oh, listen to that.
The
Listen to that close.
The Razor was like a metal on, like it was all. Yeah.
It was the Razr was
Yeah.
the one after that.
why is that so sticky?
I
Isn't
think
it?
it's battery stuff.
So many people had a Razor. Hey,
And
battery
this
acid
was my
core.
first ever phone, which I got in year 7 because that's when I started getting the tram and the train to school.
That's a cool phone.
So we were allowed to get a mobile phone in year 7 when we started getting public transport.
Is that a Sony Ericsson?
and it's got
No.
it's an
What is that?
NEC. I don't even know.
That's a really cool phone.
That's a cool one.
They were a sponsor of Chelsea around
Now-
that time, I think.
Got some bejewels on it, of course.
Do you know what I like about this specific one? Is there's a different hinge mech because it's either open or it's closed, and it's a bit like the older ones. It's a bit of a development on the older ones that were basically you clicked them and they
the gross
opened.
ones.
I love that phone.
One
Though.
on the top's the gross one. Yeah.
Oh no, I lost one of the iPods.
Look,
Oh, I thought I put it in
I'll be
there.
lying if I didn't say a part of me enjoyed this walk down memory lane, Belle.
Yeah.
But I still feel like, what are you holding on to this stuff for? You know?
Because it's beautiful.
I
And that was
agree,
part
Bill.
of
But
me.
like, is it, you know, could it be
God, you
recycled and
bejeweled
used
so
for
much.
something? Or
It's better than it
Yeah.
being in landfill, I guess.
Well, yeah,
That's true.
I can hand them in and get them recycled for all that stuff, and I should do that. I don't know. They
No,
just need to be in
keep
my
'em.
room.
Keep 'em.
Are you joking or not?
No, I've got lots of old phones.
Right.
I just feel if you recycle it, it's like that goes into the ether, but
Yes.
it's not hurting anybody keeping them in a box under
No.
your bed.
And then this was my first iPod before I got my iPod Touch, which I don't know where that one is. But again, this was covered in the little jewel stickers,
that,
but they've started falling off.
1 giga? What are we talking
This is a
there?
4 gig nano.
That's
Which,
that would
as
have
you
been
can
so
see,
expensive.
I charged it and then I picked it up with the screen and I cracked it just then.
That's
But
glorious.
it's got my name engraved on the back with our home
can I see?
landline number.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Dude, that's so
Is that still your home landline number?
No, I think
Give it a
we
call.
have it anymore. And I did have my other iPod, and I just don't know where I put it.
I'll be honest. I'm surprised. I had you pipped for a
That's-
hip top slide kind of girl.
No, so my
That was
best
so
friend
rich.
got the hip top slide, therefore
Yeah.
I was not allowed to have a hip top slide because she had a hip top slide. And I was very sad because Serena in Gossip Girl has a
Yeah.
hip top slide. So I got the Motorola instead.
Is it kind of like girls not wearing the same thing to the
Correct,
same
you
event?
can't have the same.
But when boys have the same thing, they're like, "Oh yeah, legend."
yeah. No, she got the hip top before me.
The coolest phone award goes to the NEC
Really?
N412i. That's a cool phone.
And that
very
phone
cool
was
phone.
in the era of the 1 cent text because I used that to text with the predictive text for 1 cent like
Oh, yeah.
nobody's
Oh, yeah.
business.
You strike me as a texter. If you say describe Belle's formative years, I would have said texter, and I don't know
Isn't
why.
it even weird, like thinking? Well, this makes it sound old, but when you're like, there would be kids now that wouldn't get the whole, the
Predictive
10,
text.
the
Yeah.
10 numbers and having 3 letters on each number.
Yeah.
Like
I
they-
just when
Yeah.
I got Belle's phone, I wrote my full name,
Oh.
like just to get a feel for it, and it does bring back nostalgia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally because I think I've seen a meme where they put the numbers and they say what does this spell out, and
Yeah.
you can if you know
Yeah.
you can work
Yeah.
it
Having
out.
said that, I
Hang on,
don't want to
I say 10 numbers, isn't it just 9?
T9.
It's just 9, yeah.
But I don't want to become like the Ellen DeGeneres of a Gen Z guest comes on and try and say, oh, they don't even know what this rotary phone is. Like, I don't want to become that of like, but it's cool to kind of know.
I reckon I would still have the ability to write something with that, like, two presses on the 3 is an E.
Without seeing it.
But
you'd
would
be
you
able to
do
feel it.
It's
predictive?
muscle memory.
Would you do predictive or just
not predictive.
selective or whatever
Just-
it's
yeah,
called?
Yeah,
Be
yeah. I
fun
reckon
test.
I'd just be able to, yeah,
Yeah.
like a competition.
Yeah, that's fun.
That was really good,
Belle.
Belle.
Good one.
Yeah, nice.
Bye. Who's tomorrow, Andy?
Tomorrow it will be Liam's turn.
All right.